Okay, is everybody in? Okay, welcome to the Contractor License Board Applications Committee virtual meeting. Before the meeting is called to order, we will play a short video to explain procedures for this virtual meeting and how members of the public can participate and interact with the committee during the meeting.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting. Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call.
Sorry, technical difficulty.
Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board.
Is that okay? You have the technical difficulty screen? I do.
Hang on.
I'm going to.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting
I'm not sure why it's not loading.
begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call.
Actions already.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational. Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board.
Do we need help? Okay.
Well, that technical difficulties. So whatever is what Julie tries to put in video, they'll just start and then which is now. So it's on there on. Okay. Can you call? I'll just go and check on it. Thank you.
Hey Candice,
Yes,
is there,
we're getting someone to help us with the video.
okay. So we don't have any alternatives, yeah, but we could just read that, yeah.
So,
Try jumping the 30-second button through the intro.
opening or
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on as well as their video cameras.
Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
Welcome to the application committee meeting. Before we getting started, I'm going to read the following. To view the meeting and provide live oral testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You will be asked to enter your name. The board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address. You may fill in this field with any entry in an email format, e.g. name@emailprovider.com. Your microphone will be automatically muted when the chairperson asks for public testimony. You may click the raise hand button found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to testify about that agenda item. When the chairperson will individually enable each testifier to unmute their microphone. When recognized by the chairperson, please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after you finish speaking. For phone access, if you cannot get internet access, you may get audio only access by calling the Zoom phone number listed at the top of the agenda. Upon dialing the number, you will be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. When entering the meeting ID, you will be asked to either enter your panelist number or wait to be admitted into the meeting. You will not have a panelist number, so please wait until you are admitted into the meeting. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may indicate you want to testify by entering star and then 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering star and then 9, the voice prompt will let you know that the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing star and then 6 on your phone. A voice prompt will let you know that you are unmuted. Once you are finished speaking, please enter star and 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access, when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you represent. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to the meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, the meeting will be continued on a specified date and time. This information will be provided on the board's website. At this time, I'm going to call the meeting to order, and I'm going to conduct a roll call, and I'm asking each member to state who, if any, is present with you. Maurice Torigo.
Yes, present, and no one is with me.
Thank you, Maurice. John Polachek.
Present and no one's with me.
Thank you, John. Daryl Suhiro. You gotta unmute yourself, John. Daryl, you gotta unmute yourself.
There you go.
Present, no one's here with me.
Thank you, Daryl. Randall Lau.
President, no one is here with me.
Thank you, Randy. And Russell Inoue is excused. At this time, can I get a motion to amend the agenda to correct inadvertent errors?
I'll make a motion for those corrections. First is on page 22, number 156, delete JFG Compassionate Craftsman, LLC, Jomel Gallego, RME, B General Building. He was approved at the March 21, 2025 meeting. Number 2, add MGM Builders LLC, John G. Earl, RME, for C12 drywall. Number 3, the date on the header on pages 2 through 43 should be April 8th, 2025, as stated on page 1. That is it on the changes.
Thank you, Randy. Can I get a second?
Second,
Thanks,
John.
Right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All opposed, say nay. So motion carried. At this time, I'm gonna read the new application committee recommendations, numbers 1 through 50. So the first one is Romulo E. Afaga, individual, for the C48 structural steel and a C32 ornamental guardrail and fencing is approved. AirPro HVAC LLC, Andrew C. Falk, RME, for the C40 refrigeration and a C52 ventilation and air conditioning is approved. Automated Conveyance Tech LLC, Keel R. Mueller, RME, for the C13 electrical is deferred. BAM Excavation LLC, Bradley A. McMillan, RME, for the C17 excavating, grading, and trenching is deferred. Goldeck Construction Inc., Robert M. Robago, RME, for the B General Building is deferred. Centerline Communications LLC, Ryan J. Stewart, RME, for the B General Building. For the C13 electrical, the C15B telecommunication, and the C68 TN communication tower is deferred. Duwamish Service LLC, Zachary Martin, RME, for the A General Engineering, is approved. Eagle Building Systems, Inc., Kenny Weisskopf Army for the B General Building is deferred. ELJ Construction, Inc., Louis S.K. Figueroa Army for the B General Building and C-17 Excavating, Grading, and Trenching is approved. Garden Isle Title and Masonry, Inc., Kyle V. Alton Army for the C-31 Masonry is approved. Madge M. Cobron individual for the B General Building is approved. Russell W. Grant Jr. individual for the B General Building is approved. Thomas Hanson Jr. individual for the C-27 Landscaping is approved. HK Professional Industries LLC William W. Hadley Army for the C-44A Gutters is approved. Jonathan Lynn Hopkins Army Magic Brush Painting, Inc. for the C-33 Painting and Decorating is deferred. JC Hawaii Construction LLC Garrett KY Kuriyama Army for the B General Building is deferred. JB Construction LLC John Castro Velasco Army for the B General Building is deferred. KAKI LLC Justin Michael Rodriguez Army for the B General Building is deferred. Cedric John Luna Army, Luna's Masonry and Woodworking LLC for the A General Engineering is approved. Jeremy James Maddox individual for the C-15 Electronic Systems is deferred. Mauloa Construction LLC Nicanor R. Anastasio Junior Army for the B General Building is deferred. MTM 33 Inc. Douglas L. Corbett Army for the A General Engineering, the B General Building, and a C-13 Electrical is approved. Moo Masonry LLC, Matthew L. Uyoka Army for the C-31 Masonry is approved. Mutzenberg LLC, Noel K. Mutzenberg Army for the B General Building is deferred. Michael K.J. Neerman Army Quality Builders, Inc. for the B General Building is deferred. Noka Oy Plumbing Construction LLC, Timothy John Mortimer Army, the C-37 Plumbing is deferred. Breland K. Aragiri Army, Aloha Steel Corp. for the C-41 Reinforcing Steel is deferred. George M. Oy Inc., Alton M. Oy Army for the A General Engineering and the B General Building is approved. Pacific Elite Painting Inc., Mark A. Cowan Army for the C-33 Painting and Decorating is deferred. Cody Q. Pennington Army Sturdivant Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Inc. for the C-40 refrigeration is deferred. Russell Service LLC Pierre Russell Army for the A General Engineering is approved. RSM Electric LLC Robert S. Milchling Army for the C-13 Electrical is deferred. Brilliant Painting LLC Ryan GKH Pagat Army, for the C33 painting and decorating is approved. David L. Rashad, individual, C17 landscaping is approved. Kelly B. Schofield, Army, Hawaii Planning Mill, Ltd, for the C44A, the others is approved. Screen It Kona LLC, Larry K. Tolentino, Army, for the C22 glazing and tinting is approved. Wendy Chan Shigemura, Army, CNC Electrical Contract, Inc., for the B General Building is deferred. Brian Shin, Army, Nan Inc., for the C19 asbestos is approved. Scott T. Shin, Army, Best Plumbing and Electrical, LLC, for the B General Building is approved. Rostislav Sladik, individual, for the C51 tile is deferred. Joe Slavin, Army, Steve Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, LLC, for the C37 plumbing is approved. Smith Pacific Construction, LLC, Daniel KYF Chong, Army, for the A General Engineering is approved. Structural Preservation System, LLC, Emily Nelson, Cleveland, Army, for the C41 reinforcing steel is deferred. Team Industrial Service, Inc., Christopher M. Cason, Army, for the C68 classified specialist is deferred. The Paver Turf Wall Company, LLC, Stephen J. Biondi, Army, for the C27 landscaping, the C7 carpet laying, and the C31 masonry is deferred. Glenn E. Tremble, Army, West Maui Land Company, Inc., for the B General Building is deferred. Vertex Engineering, LLC, Derek Pay, Army, for the B General Building, the A General Engineering, the C22 glazing and tinting, and the C31 masonry is approved. Michael E. L. Wash, Army, Brightview Landscaping, LLC, for the C27 landscaping is deferred. Westcom and TV Inc., Ed Suchai, Army, for the B General Building is deferred. Roland S. Zietler, individual, for the C13 electrical is approved. And Carrie?
Thank you, Chair. These are the deferrals from March 21st, 2025. 5 Star Flooring Inc., Alexander Sarah Chunk, Army, deferred. 4N Services LLC, Richard Newson, Army. The C13 electrical is withdrawn. The C37 plumbing and C57A pumps installation deferred. A&D Consulting LLC, Damian M.V. Cabell, RME, defer. The defer the C48 structural steel. AFO Pro Quality Roofing LLC, Arnie F. Ortega, RME, defer the C42 roofing, and the C55 waterproofing has been withdrawn. ATD Power Solutions LLC, Lee W. Hewitt, Army, defer. Absolute Electric and Controls LLC, Brent S. Shigeta, Army, approved. Gordon O. HR, individual, defer the C13 electrical. A common HBAC LLC, Kaina Essing, Army, defer. Align Industries LLC, Alden D. Venenau, RME, defer. All Star Sport, James D. Walters III, RME, defer. Aloha Bath and Flooring LLC, James D. Covington, RME, defer. Alpha Omega Plumbing Inc., Neil H. Edwards, RME, defer. Alpine Roofing Co. Inc., Joseph Coyne, defer. American Equipment Systems LLC, Vincent L. Baroldi, RME, defer. Peter R.P. Arino, individual, deferred. Ant Electric LLC, Patrick J. Pasamonte, RME, deferred. Anacleto Joy Boy S. Alcantara, the sixth, RME, Group Builders Inc., refer to A, General Building, C1, Acoustical and Installation, and the C36 Plastic. Anacleto Pio Alcantara, RME, AH Construction LLC, defer. Analu Mechanical LLC, Arindra M. Panalan, RME, approved. Jason Grant Anderson, individual, defer. Apex Telecom LLC, Dung T. Ton, RME, defer. Apaz Painting LLC, Arthur Moulton Hemingway III, RME, defer. Aqueous Marine Inc., David E. Bell, RME, defer. Jason H. Arquitola, RME, Terraformation Inc., defer. B7 Hawaii LLC, James D. Arthur, RME, defer. B&B Island Services LLC, Byron L. Fiahi, RME, defer. Babcock and Wilcox Construction Co. LLC, Randy R. Pierce, RME, defer. Matthew B. Barberi, individual, defer the B General Building, approve the C42 roofing. Alyssa E. Bautista, RME, Rosendin Electric Inc., defer. Bay Alarm Company, Shane M. Clary, RME, defer. Big Island Custom Flooring Inc., Travis Cabelar, RME, defer. Big Island Plumbing and Solar LLC, Jeremy W. Veriz, RME, defer. Big Island Renovation Inc., Michael L. Strasser, RME, defer. Big River Building LLC, Adam C. Wilson, RME, defer. Big Wave Construction LLC, Gavin Vaughn, RME, defer. James N. Blackburn, individual, defer. Blackstone Pacific LLC, Peter W. Walburn, RME, defer. Bragdon Built LLC, Joshua M. Bragdon, RME, defer. Brock Services LLC, Omar Chaveria, RME, defer. Timothy W. Burisma, RME, Elements of Hospitality Inc., defer. Brant L. Brown, RME, Kappa Landscaping LLC, defer. Brown Development LLC, Randy J. Enderle, RME, defer. Koalani B. Brown, individual, defer the B General Building. Build Zone LLC, Munwon Chang, RME, defer. Dwight B. Burdick, individual, defer. Christopher S. Burgess, RME, Stellar Group Incorporated, defer. CNC North America Inc., Matt G. Klein, RME, defer. CMC Hawaii Built LLC, Christian Richard Massey, RME, defer. CS Builder LLC, Jan B. Kale, RME, defer. Cable Installers of America LLC, Carlos A. Perez Mello, RME, defer. Ralph P. Calder, RME, W.W. Clyde & Co., defer. Elias D. Cantu, RME, Road-Rooter Services Company, defer. Sean Builders, Inc., Sam Sue Chon, RME, defer. Noah S. Chong, RME, Helix Electric, Inc., approve the C13 electrical, defer the C63 high voltage electrical. James Christie RME, Aetna Infrastructure and Technologies LLC, defer. Clearwater Mechanical Plumbing and Underground LLC, Celso Vieira RME, defer. Dylan John Clark RME, Glass Inc., defer. Colburn Construction LLC, Lee A. Colburn RME, defer. Cold War Refrigeration Inc., Andrew James RME, defer. Colt General Contracting LLC, Jamie C. Howard RME, defer. Sean C. Combs, individual, defer. Commercial Painting LLC, Wesley M. Tamanhara, RME, defer. Community Creators LLC, Christopher A. McGarvey, RME, defer the C68MI prefabricated building. Concrete Oahu LLC, Jordan Krantz, RME, defer. Construction Innovations Group LLC, Larry A. Devereaux, RME, defer. Contract Decor Inc., David M. Stewart, RME, defer. Control Touch Systems LLC, Kyle R. Mueller, RME, defer. Ralph B. Costanzo, individual, defer the C5 cabinet millwork and carpentry remodeling and repairs. Crab Services LLC, Russell F. Crab, RME, defer. Creative Woodworking LLC, Justin A. Turpinning, RME, defer. Jared Michael Cristologo, RME, ProTech Roofing LLC, defer. John M. Custodio, RME, Sky Climber of Hawaii LLC, defer. Custom Tile and Stone Inc., Albert K. Levy, RME, defer. DARC Builders LLC, Ernesto Meza Jr., RME, defer. DCSK Plumbing LLC, Sky Baskey, RME, defer. DDTG Construction Inc., Daniel Diaz Theo Gonzalez, RME, defer the C21 flooring, C32 ornamental gargoyle and fencing, and C33 painting and decorating. DKB Electric LLC, Dante K. Wood, RME, defer. BM Pacific, Brian K. Mitsunaga, RME, defer. Gilbert A. DeSala, individual, approved. Jonathan H. Delahoyd, RME, Hawaiian Telecom Inc., defer. Brandon A. Dennis, individual, defer. Keith J. Devery, individual, defer. Dharma Construction LLC, Thomas Bartlett Abbott, RME, defer. Andrew D. Diaz, RME, A1 Budget Plumbing Inc., defer. Digital Path Inc., Andrew J. Carden, RME, defer. Dome Technology LLC, Jason P. South, RME, approve the A General Engineering, the C41 reinforcing steel, and defer the C48 structural steel. Craig M. Dorn, individual, defer. Dragados USA Inc., Martin Lessard, RME, defer. Ducky Recovery LLC, Daniel P. McCarron, RME, defer. Dugan Contracting Corporation, Bradley R. Dugan, RME, defer. Dynamic Group LLC, Frederick A. Gerdes, RME, defer. ET Construction LLC, Edward J. Wirtz IV, RME, defer. Eaton Corporation, Gonzalo Planas Jr., RME, defer. Eaton Corporation, Stephen T. Guido, RME, defer. Eaton Corporation, Jess Yenter, RME, defer. Ecostruction Inc., Michael W. Slade, RME, defer. Ed Dang Machine Works Inc., Wendell Dang, RME, defer. Edison Power Constructors Inc., Wayne S. Sherrill, RME, defer. Dennis Milliken Ebert, RME, North Shore Exteriors Inc., defer. Elite Plus Real Estate Orem, a professional limited liability company, Michael K. Matsuzuki, RME. The A General Engineering was withdrawn. The B General Building was withdrawn both in March 2025, and defer the C5 cabinet millwork and carpentry remodeling and repairs. and the C68MI prefabricated metal buildings. Elvina Builders LLC, Dennis Elvina RME, defer. Enclosed Tensile Structures Inc., Alan Gaddis RME, defer. Engage Contracting Inc., Donovan S. Minnis RME, defer. Essential Cabinet Refacing Inc., Ringo J. Pauley RME, defer. Joseph Edinger RME, Cornerstone Detention Products Inc., defer. Merlin S.K. Fiera RME, TSM Enterprises Inc., defer. FlexGround LLC, Michael W. Gomlicker RME, defer. Jack Foster RME, Dave Foster Builders Inc., defer. Paul L. Prietis individual, defer. Ken Hong Fu individual, defer. Kevin S. Fukumoto individual, defer. GGG Demolition Inc., Greg Andrew Miller RME, approve the C19 asbestos and defer the C24 building moving and wrecking. Nelson L. Gagnon individual, defer. Gallagher Construction Inc., Seamus Gallagher RME, defer. Canale K. George RME, K&S Welding Inc., defer. Getter Done Contracting LLC, David J. Van der Velde RME, defer. Go With The Flow Plumbing LLC, Nicholas A. Rodriguez RME, defer. Robert W. Goddard individual, defer. Gold Metal Construction Corp., George David Ronka, defer. Green Horizons Kauai LLC, Samuel J. Richard RME, defer. Ground Zero Landscape and Construction LLC, Carla Lynn Stroud, defer. Zhaoling Yu Guan individual, defer. Gutter Ninjas LLC, Cody T. Matsuda RME, defer. Hawaii Landscaping LLC, Kirill Vekov RME, defer. HOA Construction Consulting, Ryan L. Eck RME, defer. Hanale Builders LLC, Henry James Correa RME, defer. Janelle M. Harada RME, Na Ali'i Consulting and Sales LLC, defer. Harmon Inc., Kevin J. Menon RME, defer. Hart Construction Hawaii LLC, Craig Allen Hart RME, approved. Hawaii Cooling LLC, Kalumaika H. Makawa RME, defer. Hawaii Design and Development LLC, Matthew S. Aziz RME, defer. Hawaii Home Creations LLC, Raphael R. Zibler RME, defer. Hawaii Island Power Solutions LLC, Brock J. Levin RME, defer. Hawaii Precision Plastering LLC, Justin R. Lopez RME, defer. Hawaiian Millworks LLC, Jonathan C. Clayton RME, defer. Jen Pin He, individual, defer. Hines Plumbing LLC, Gregory J. Hines RME, defer. Helfrich Brothers Boiler Works Inc., Connor Helfrich RME, defer. Hitachi Energy USA Inc., Paul J. Marhofer RME, defer. Home Remodel and Design LLC, Glenn J. Fortune RME, defer. Icon Construction Inc., Aidan W. Wright RME, defer. IB Builders Hawaii LLC, Nathan Ely RME, defer. Ian M. Ichimura RME, for All Water Specialty Co. Inc., defer. Infinity Group LLC, Craig R. Kina RME, defer. Integrated Demolition and Remediation Incorporated, Shrank Bora RME, approved. Integrated Systems LLC, Israel Morales RME, defer. Intercool USA LLC, Corey Frederick Johnston RME, defer. Interstates Inc., Lowell G. Wright RME, defer. Island Cabinets LLC, Greg Blue Crump RME, defer. Island Residential Services LLC, Sean R. Warnett RME, defer. J Gag Farm Services LLC, Joseph E. Gaglione, RME, defer the B General Building and approve the C-17 excavating, grading, and trenching. J Lynn Robertson Sons, Inc., Scott G. Roberts, RME, defer. J&A Construction LLC, Justin J. Axelrod, RME, defer. J&L Construction, Inc., Wei-Yang Chen, RME, defer. JDE Construction, Inc., J.D. Edwards, RME, defer. JIA Solutions LLC, Evan W.L. Chang, RME, defer. J&D Rankin Construction, Inc., Donald V. Rankin, RME, defer. Ryan Shaheen Jahuzuz, RME, Safida, Inc., approve. Janus International Group LLC, Benjamin Reham, RME, defer. Nicholas Williams Jeffries, RME, SG Builder LLC, defer. Jensen Pool Service Hawaii LLC, Casper Stedge Jensen, RME, defer. Johansson Contracting, Inc., Joseph Johansson, RME, defer. Brent Johnson, RME, Northern Powerline Constructors, Inc., defer. Johnson and Wood Construction, Inc., Stephen T. Wood, RME, defer. Johnson Controls Security Solutions, LLC, Ryan W. Knowles, RME, defer. Judge Netting, Inc., Daniel H. Judge, RME, defer. Kalana Kila LLC, John A. Kang, RME, defer. Cadillo LLC, Jonathan D. Diodato, RME, withdraw the A General Engineering, deny the B General Building, and withdraw the C-16 elevator. Frederick John Casabier, RME, Rosendin Electric, Inc., defer. Hawaii Concrete Design LLC, David J. Hibbett, RME, defer. Hawaii Mechanical, Inc., Colby L. Ayanon, RME, defer. Keep It Cool and Handy Services LLC, Dale J. M. Gapson, RME, defer. Sean E. Kelly, RME, Train USA, Inc., defer. Albert H. Kim, RME, Smalt and Company, Inc., defer. King Rock Masonry LLC, Fabia L. Amoni, RME, defer. Kingdom Flooring LLC, Franklin Thurman, RME, defer the C-21 flooring and the C-51 tile. Kinley Construction Group Ltd, Adam L. Frisch, RME, defer. Kinnan Engineering, Inc., Israel A. Wafer, RME, defer. Robert Kiss, individual, defer. Coapaka Electric LLC, James H. Coapaka Harras, RME, defer. Kokua Technologies LLC, Lawrence W. Aldrich, RME, approve. Keystone Plumbing Corporation, Keith K. Ishitani, RME, defer. Kung Fu Air Service LLC, Christopher James Barr, RME, defer. Mark G. Kuahara, RME, David M. Kuahara, individual, defer. Kwon Y. Kwan, individual, defer. LA Solar Group, Inc., Era Petrosian, RME, defer. Lahaina Roofing LLC, Ronald Lewis Brandt Jr., RME, approve. Alan R. Lau, RME, A6 Plumbing LLC, defer. James Andrew Lavero, individual, defer. Christopher B. H. Lee, RME, AKYO Group LLC, defer. Jen Kai Liang, individual, defer. Lightning Protection Services LLC, William L. Stone, RME, defer. Chang Son Lin, individual, defer. Stetson C. Lindsay, individual, defer. Sean J. Little, RME, Sonoma Energy Corporation, defer.
Daniel Logue, defer. M&J Renovations, Inc., or Abney, RME, defer. MEI Corporation, Aereo Daglio, RME, defer. MLS Electric LLC, Salvador Clemente RME, approved. MLZ Contractors, Inc., Mark L. Zhang RME, defer. MR Construction LLC, Maxim Rachkowski RME, defer. Michael A. Mata RME, defer. Saluni S. Mafi, defer. Maikai Kahana Construction LLC, James Mitchell Coolman Jr. RME, defer. Names Builder Hawaii Inc., Morgan Main RME, defer. Kurt Malley RME, defer. Mammoet USA Inc., Jeffrey A. Jenkins RME, defer. Mammoet USA North Inc., Sydney King RME, defer. Brandon Monea Figa, defer. Amedeo J. Marfa, defer. Madorazzi Healthinger Builders Inc., Carlos A. Jimenez RME, approved. Maui Commercial Landscaping Inc., Christopher Morales RME, defer. Maui Construction Team LLC, Joel Kahanohano RME, defer. Maui Homeworks LLC, Andrew Thomas RME, defer. Maui Solar Pros Inc., Preston Shinenshi Jr. RME, defer. Judson McCandless RME, defer. Marissa McCandless RME, defer. McCloskey Mechanical Contractors Inc., defer. Garrett A. McLean RME, defer. Sean K. Medeiros RME, defer. McGill Contracting and Construction Services LLC, Michael Garrett RME, defer. Mermel Enterprises LLC, Zachary Mermel RME, defer. Darren Mertz, defer. Timothy J. Miller RME, defer. Michael Minich RME, defer. Miles Mizukami RME, defer. Mokan Corporation, Angel Briones RME, defer. Mokan Pacific Inc., Darren R. Fogg RME, defer. Modbox LLC, Craig Smallin RME, defer. Melvin Moisa, defer. Moku Air LLC, Brandon Fernandez RME, defer. Fenefi Aki Molia, defer. John Mollison RME, defer. Momona Trimming LLC, Elvis Lanford RME, defer. Michael Moniz RME, defer. Michael Moore RME, defer. Murakami Roofing LLC, Jason Murakami RME, defer. Robert Muraoka, defer. NCM Hawaii Inc., Gregory Guerrero RME, defer. Robert Navalatai, defer. Eric Nakamura, RME, defer. Stephen Nakanishi, RME, defer. Nakasato Contracting LLC, Kimberly Nakasato, RME, defer. Nationwide Lifts of Hawaii Inc., Max Murray, RME, defer. Cody Navarro, RME, defer. George Christopher Newman, RME, defer. Newport Group LLC, Caleb J. Lawson, RME, defer. Next Level Custom Builders Inc., John Mescal, RME, defer. Next Level Solutions LLC, Neil Tamashiro, RME, defer. Leroy E. Nicholas III, RME, defer. Stephen T. Neiman, RME, defer. Nings Construction Inc., Giaffo Pan, RME, defer. Noheolani Masonry Contractor Corporation, Kepueli Tupo, RME, defer. Lowlands Big Island Masonry Inc., Keakua Hanai Nolan, RME, defer. North Shore Exteriors Inc., Dennis Milliken Albert, RME, defer. North Star Broadcast Contractors Inc., Jason Carducas, RME, defer. OCI Contracting Inc., defer. Oahu Plumbing and Repairs LLC, Colton Nascimento, RME, defer. Ohana Air Conditioning LLC, Jeffrey Esposito, RME, defer. Oli Home Solutions and Repair LLC, Ty Gibson, RME, defer. On Point Construction LLC, Darrow Sigmund, RME differ. One Silver Serve LLC, Allen F. Reed, RME differ. Onesta LLC, Tyson Ferrera, RME differ. Joseph Orr differ. Oshkosh Aerotech LLC, Don Thompson, RME differ. Oxford Electronics Inc., J.D. Rossi, RME differ. T.A. Lewis Construction Inc., Paul A. Lewis, RME differ. PC Construction LLC, Colin R. Saxby, RME differ. Pacific Concrete Works Inc., Eric Potter, RME differ. Pacific Decorative Concrete Inc., Douglas Black, RME differ. Pacific Industrial Coatings LLC, Randall Belmonte, RME differ. Pacific Mobile Welding and Fabrication LLC, Riley Mansell, RME differ. Pacific Playscapes Inc., Zachary DeBruyne, RME differ. Pacific Repairs LLC, Arthur Paul Mooney Miller, RME differ. Pacific Breaking LLC, Kyle Kamai, RME differ. Matthew Pan, RME differ. Paradise Home Inspections LLC, Peter YB, RME differ. Parker and Associates LLC, Stephen Parker, RME differ. Parmas Landscaping and Maintenance LLC, Ganesan Paichai Muthu, RME differ. Peak Performance Energy LLC, Michael Cooper, RME approved. Parithia Stone LLC, Jeffrey John Wirtz, RME differ. Corey Peters, RME differ. Scott Peterson differ. Elliot Petrie, RME differ. Vincent A. Piazza III differ. Paizo Electric LLC, Jeremiah Johnson, RME approved. Place of Refuge LLC, Travis Leonet, RME differ. Place Services Incorporated, Troy S. Place differ. Roger Plant differ. Poerio Incorporated, Joseph Michael Poerio, RME differ. Ernest J. M. Pontes differ. John Porter, RME differ. Tamani Powell differ. Premier Logistics and Transportations, Janik Michael Leon, sorry about that, RME differ. Prime Trucking and Excavation LLC, Max Derrick, RME differ. Prime Core Enterprises LLC, David Wheely, RME differ. Pro Island Drain Cleaning and Sewer LLC, Brandon Ferrera, RME differ. Proset LLC, James Hamilton, RME differ. Prospian Inc., Ananda Bethia, RME differ. Providence by Design Construction and Development LLC, Gary M. Brennan, RME differ. Puget Sound Abatement Services LLC, Joseph Hislop, RME differ. Malu LLC, Evan Porges, RME differ. Brian Pion, RME differ. QUTM Corp, Kenneth Corbin, RME differ. Quality Restoration Inc., Earl B. Jr., RME differ. RNC Enterprises LLC, Robert Pilato, RME differ. RNF Power Solutions LLC, Andres Restrepo, RME differ. R&R Equipment Rentals LLC, Ryan K. Pike, RME differ. RLT Systems LLC, Robert Turner, RME differ. RGM Construction LLC, Rick McCormick, RME approved. RTJM Design LLC, Ronnie Akai, RME differ. RVG Construction Company, Randy Gizmundo, RME differ. R Hirano Painting LLC, Roy P. Hirano, RME differ. Rangeline Utility Services LLC, Christopher Campbell, RME differ. Raposo differ. Nathan Raycroft, RME differ. Sunny Reed, differ. Rhombus Services LLC, Amy and St. Pierre, RME, differ. Robert Voss, RME, differ. Royal Electric LLC, James Y. Conashiro, RME, approved. Shane Rutledge, RME, differ. SNK Plumbing Services LLC, DBA SNK Plumbing, Sandy Michael Watson, differ. SBGC Inc., Sean Brown, RME, differ. SMFCC LLC, Scott O. RME, differ. SRT Electrical Services LLC, Troy Kageyama, RME, differ. SST Construction LLC, Jesse Lee Park, RME, differ. Salt Builders LLC, Bradley Gall, RME, differ. San Diego Electric Sign Inc., Gregory Ballard, RME, differ. Sand and Sawdust LLC, Shannon Craikover, RME, approved. Jeffries Scalisi, RME, differ. Isaiah Schenk, RME, differ. Schmidt General Contracting Inc., Matthew G. Schmidt, RME, differ. David Shanazarian, RME, differ. Luke Chip, RME, defer for the C19 asbestos and approve the C24 building moving and wrecking. Signal USA LLC, Herb Lipschutz, RME, differ. Lemuel Silva, differ. Smith Electrical Services LLC, RMEP Smith, RME, approved. Sound Solution Group LLC, Stephen Williams, RME, differ. Spectra Company, Ruben Lombardo, RME, differ. Levi Spurl, RME, differ. Raiden Stankovic, differ. Steve Hober and Associates Inc., Steve Hober, RME, differ. Storage Building Company LLC, Kenneth R. Slezak, RME, differ. Summit Innovations Development, Kevin Webb, RME, differ. Sunny Days Workspace Inc., Michael A. Smith. B. General, differ. Superior Construction Services LLC, Kevin Machino, RME, differ. TR Electric LLC, Tracy Bingo, RME, differ. Mark Masao Taga, RME, differ. Kai Sheng Electrician and Plumbing LLC, Song Lin Zhang, differ. Kate Hantog, RME, NS Air Conditioning is withdrawn. So Kate Hantog, RME is different. Technical RFG Solutions Inc., Vernal Leandro, RME, differ. Daniel Tafera, RME, differ. Takuan Tang, differ. The Peterson Company LLC, John Cummins, RME, differ. Kevin Thompson, RME, differed. Titan Specialized Services Inc., David M. White, RME, differ. Robert Tomas, differ. Holy Tonga, differed. Top Rank Construction LLC, Canale J. Silva, RME, differed. Top Shape Masonry LLC, Ryan Dillon, RME, differed. Top Shelf Cabinet Solutions LLC, Mark Short, RME, differed. Raquel and Toyozaki, differed. Trades Construction Company, Wilkia Smith, differ. Nathan Trahern, RME, differ. Trilink Enterprises Inc., March J. Chan, RME, differed. Unique Homes of Hawaii LLC, Jason Frost, RME, differed. United Irrigation Inc., Anthony Quinzio, RME, differ. Unity Tile Design LLC, Kerry Rice, RME, differ. Urban Stack, Thomas A. Stoddard Jr., RME, differ. Utilities One Inc., Alexandrian Patron, RME, denied. Waifu Construction LLC, Sia OC Vaifu Army defer. Versatile Fabrication Hawaii LLC, Robert Hamili Army defer. Volk Pacific Builders, Brian Volk defer. Volca Systems Group, Michael Velasquez Army defer. WB LLC, Wyatt Butterball Army defer. WR Myers Equipment and Supply LLC, William Myers Army defer. WY Construction Inc., Wilson View Army defer. Richard Wailani Junior Army deferred. Wayne Terry Inc., Milton McGill Army deferred. Weber Mackay Construction LLC, Michael Weber Army defer. Wen Ping Wayne defer. Whitewater Works Industries, Brian Bickner Army defer. Wall Stallion Excavation LLC, Iseli Kaho Army defer. Casey Wood Army defer. Woods Ohana LLC, John R. Woods Army defer. Cleve Woolsey Junior Army defer. XEC Inc. James Clifford Army defer. Yamane Construction Group LLC, Reed Yamane Army defer. Thomas Yamasaki Army Alert Holdings Group LLC defer. Zhang Miao Zhang defer. I think I missed the guy we added, right? MDM Builders, Don G. Earl Army, he's deferred.
Thank you, Candice, and thank you, Chair. At this time, is there any public testimony?
Thank you, Chair. This is Julie. There's one person requesting.
Okay. Okay. Can let him in, yeah.
Hi there. You can speak.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Hi, my name is Mary Orduno. I'm here on behalf of Clearwater Mechanical Plumbing and Underground LLC. And I had a couple questions. This original application was sent in April of 2024. I'm new to the company. However, I'm picking up where the other person has left off. And we returned some missing correspondence on that were originally sent to us on August 13th, but we never received them. So we requested them and then provided the missing documents back on February 27th. The board has let us know on March 25th that the documentation was received and would be reviewed by the applications committee. And I was just informed during this meeting that the application has been deferred again. So I was just wanting to find out, is it possible to know what else we are missing so that we can complete the application, or what else needs to be done?
So we're gonna send a letter out to the applicant after this meeting to explain what the deficiencies are.
Okay. Perfect. And so we'll just wait for that after this meeting, because I guess what happened was that happened back in August when we did not receive the original notification. So is it possible to confirm that you have the correct mailing address, emails on file?
Yeah, if you could email the board at contractor@dcca.hawaii.gov.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Oh. Is there anyone else?
Thank you, Chair. There is nobody else requesting for public testimony.
Okay, thank you. At this time, since there's no testimony, can I get a motion on application committee recommendations?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you, Maurice, and thank you, Randy. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? So motion is carried. If we don't have anything else,
Excuse me, Chair, I know you're getting ready to adjourn, but someone raised their hand while the motion was being made. Do you want to give them the opportunity to testify?
absolutely, yes.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Could you identify yourself for the board, please?
This is CLC Vifo with Vifo Construction LLC. I know that I guess my license got deferred again. I was wondering why it got deferred. I didn't get nothing in the mail. I was waiting from the last meeting, and I didn't get nothing that came in the mail. So I was just trying to follow up with that.
Okay, so we'll send you a letter after this meeting. I'm not sure when the last time you submitted anything to the
Yeah, I think
board.
it was like last month. I submitted it before the board meeting, and they said it was gonna mail something, but nothing came in the mail. And then it got deferred again on this one, so I'm still waiting for something to come in, but nothing came in the mail from last month.
Could you also please email the board so we can double check with you that we have your correct address?
Okay, what's the email for the board?
Contractor
Tractor.
at DCCA.Hawaii.gov.
Okay, tractor at DCCA.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Hawaii.gov.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anybody?
No.
Okay. So, if there's nothing else, the next application committee meeting is on May 5th, 2025. And if there isn't anything else, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Bye.
Thank you.